Okay, so coming into a supine position, lying down and letting the body rest on the floor. So taking a moment, letting the body relax, let go of the body, no tension, completely relax. And bringing your arms to the side, palms facing up, a little bit of room between the arm and the armpits. And let the feet do what they do. Making sure your buttocks on the floor and the back, the lower back is relaxed. You might be able to feel a little arch on your back, the natural curvature of the body. And just letting go. So now imagine that you are the main actor or actress in a film, and you're going to play a movie with you in it, visualizing what happened from the time you got up until now. So visualize what happened when you got up this morning, how you got out of the bed. Visualize what happened in the next hour or so, what you did hour by hour, and without getting too involved in what happened, as if you're watching a movie, and with a bit of detachment about what happened. If anything a little bit drastic happened, then just watching it with a little bit of distance. And so now coming to about 11 o'clock, and then about 12 o'clock, what happened? Lunchtime-ish, what you did. And replaying what happened in your day, hour by hour. And then
I don't want to record.
About mid-afternoon. And then what happened just before you were getting ready to come to class. So now, imagining in detail what you were doing. And now that you're here, imagine yourself lying on the floor. And imagine other people in the class. And now that you're here on the mat, the attention stays here for the duration of the class. So the idea is to remain present for the whole class, really staying present. So that is your wish for today, is to remain present throughout the class. And try to not let any outward distractions get to you. And now feel your body relaxing further. Notice your breathing. And you can bring your attention to the breath for a few moments. So imagine a balloon at your stomach, and as you breathe in, the abdomen rises full of air. And as you breathe out, the abdomen falls back down. So breathing silently but deeply. And with every breath in, feel the energy going in. And with every breath out, let the worries and tiredness of the day go out. Feeling energized. And then when you're ready, bring your arms up and overhead behind you. And then coming up to a sitting position when you're ready, taking your time. So close your eyes as soon as you are up. Try to be not too distracted by what's going on. And we'll chant Om together 3 times, and the opening prayers. So inhaling. Om. 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 Sahana bhavatu, sahano bhunaktu, sahaviryam karavavahe, tejasvinavadhitamastu, ma vidvishavahe. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. So welcome everyone. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes. Carry on recording. Okay, so now we'll come into all fours. So we'll just start gently with cat cow. We did a bit last week, so we'll carry on a little bit. So hands under the shoulders and feet to the side, and just the movement starts from the belly, looking up, let the stomach drop, and then exhaling, movement starts from the base of the spine, navel to spine, let the head drop. So close your eyes if you're used to this movement. So inhale, looking up, let the stomach drop. Exhale, navel to spine. Couple more. In your own time, and keeping the attention to the movement, to the breath. Okay. So now we'll just add one more movement, which we did last time. So we'll inhale the same as before. And then when we exhale, we just come on the tip of our hands. And then inhale, coming up into cactus arms, looking up slightly. And then exhale, going back down. So we'll do that a few more times. So inhale, looking up, let the stomach drop. Exhale, just bring the arms a little bit towards you on the tip of your fingers. Inhale, up, open the chest, feeling the openness in the chest, looking up. And exhaling, coming down. One more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, up. And then we go to our version of child pose and stay there for a few moments. So feeling the effect of the practice on yourself. So you choose how you want this to be. So I'll let you choose yourself which pose you want to adapt. So staying there for a moment. And then we're going to come back to all fours, and we're going to do a few of the tiger pose. So now, just making sure you're comfortable again. Make sure that your hands, your fingers are spread. And then inhale the left leg out. And then when you're ready, you can bring the right arm up. So just look at one point here and holding this. So if this is a bit too challenging, you can bring the arm down. So, and then coming down, and then the other side. So inhale, outstretch the right leg. Keep it straight for now. And then you can flex it. When you're ready, you can lift your left arm and looking on the floor, somewhere that's not moving. Okay, and now coming back down, and we'll do that 2 more times. So if you can do both at the same time, and hold the position, but breathe in this position. So coming back down, inhale in the position, exhale, and breathe normally for a few breaths here. And then change. And now we're just going to do a few dynamic movements in this position. So we'll start with the right leg this time. So inhale, looking up, bending that knee. Exhale, bringing the knee to the nose. Couple more dynamic. So inhale, so the knee is bent. Exhale, the knee in the direction, knee towards the front. So 5 times in total. So this is the third. With your own breath. And then take a moment if you need a quick rest, and then we'll move on to the other side. So inhale, the knee bends. Exhale, knee in between the hands. Curving the back a little bit. So you really synchronizing it with the breath. So you get a lot more out of it when we synchronize it with the breath. And then just rest here for a moment in child pose. And stay here. So your version of child pose, so you can have your knees wide apart, and then, or you can also rest, make a little tripod with your hands and rest your chin there. And if it feels okay, you can close your eyes and focus on your breath. So by closing our eyes, we're trying to withdraw our senses, our sense of sight to our mind. So if any thought arises, try and bring it back to the breath. And then now we're going to do a couple more poses here. So if this is too much for your, we're going to do the plank pose. So if this is too much, if you've got any shoulder issues, so then you can adjust, or you can just do it mentally. So we'll all start on all fours. So even if you know how to do the plank, we'll all do it together. So starting from all fours, then bring one leg back and come on the tip of your toes. So bring the shoulders back. So from here, there's a tendency to kind of curve the upper back. So bring that nice back, the shoulders. And then without moving the upper body, so the upper body remains completely still. So look down onto the floor and then just lift the knee and coming into the plank pose. So a nice straight line, hopefully, between the head and the feet. So staying here. If this is too much, you can bring the knees down. So you might feel a little shaking in the stomach. So you can, if this is too much, you can just bring the knees on the floor a little bit, and you can still feel it quite a lot actually. But if just try this version. Otherwise, stay and breathe. And then we all come down and then take a moment in child pose, your version of child pose. Your arms can be in front or at the back. And then we're just going to do one more pose, but this time we'll just lie down for a bit. This would be, so lying down on our side, so lying down on your left arm like so. And your hips are stacked together, and your legs, your feet are stacked together, and your right arm on the top. So this is in itself a bit of a balance pose. So here we'll inhale, just lifting the hip, the top leg, the right leg up a little bit and down. So not too much. You can feel that there's a tendency to either go forward, to go back. We don't want this. We want to stay in the middle like we are. So if you lift your legs too much, you will find that this is what happens. We don't want this. So the leg just goes up a tiny bit. So inhale up and then exhale down. So taking your time, inhale up, exhale down, inhale up, exhale down. So now bring the right arm to one side and the right leg to the back. So a diagonal with the arm and the leg. So again, try and notice the work that is happening in the abdomen to help you balance in this position. Breathe in this position. Breathe nicely. And if you can, deeply. And then bring the arms back. And then this time we're going to bring that right leg just to the outside of the left. And then we're just going to just pulse a little bit the left leg, lifting it up. So if this is too much, if this is not working for you, then don't worry, just do anything that works. So here, we don't normally work this movement, this muscle, sorry, we don't. So it's quite nice to get a little bit of movement there and then relax. Okay. So now we're going to go one more bit here. So if we lift the leg, the top leg height of the hip, and then just do little circle. So again, feeling the work that needs to happen for you to stay balanced. So notice how, so the circle is quite small. You'll feel it in the leg, probably. And then reverse your direction of the circle. Make sure the circle is smooth. Might quite feel it in the quad here. And then relax. So you can just turn on you can just flip round, but I'm just going to go to the other side so you can still see me, but you can just turn around, this time lying on the right hand side, or on the right hand arm. So if you feel this is easier for you, you can hold your head. That's another option as well. But what is important here is that your hips are stacked one on top of each other and your foot one on top of each other. So you can choose your head position. So again, we'll inhale up, not too high, exhale down. So by keeping your arm here, you'll get a sense of whether your hips are moving forward or back. So synchronizing with the breath, inhale, exhale. So notice what your hips doing. Stay present in the body. So a couple more. Okay, last one. And now we'll do the diagonal. So arm on one side and leg on the other, and make sure you're not going back too much. Feel that, that lengthening, that side lengthening in the body. Breathe. Keep breathing. And feel the work that your abdomen has to do to keep you in this position. And then coming back to the center. So now one last in this bit. So bringing the foot back. So you can come on the tip of your toes if you like, if you feel that's needed, or you can bring it flat, just whatever feels good for you. And then keeping the bottom leg kind of straight, and then just lifting it up. So I'm using my hands for a bit of balance here, but not too much weight. So sometimes you might find it easier to hold your head here, and one leg might feel very different to the other. So make sure you're not kind of moving forward and back like so, but it's just isolating that leg. So the upper body remains completely still. And then makes this the last one. And then relax back down. And then we're going to do the last one with the little circle. So make sure the leg just lifts up to hip height, and then do a little circle. So you might find there's not too much movement there, or just adjust. If you feel like you need to do slightly bigger movement, then do so, but making sure that your hip are not moving, are still stacked. And then reverse the circles, nice circular circles. And then just relax for a moment. And we're going to do, while we're down on the floor, we're going to do a couple of back bends. So now coming on your abdomen and resting in Makrasana. So you can make a pillow with your hands, bringing your head there. You can bring your big toes to touch, or you can bring your heels to touch, whatever feels nice for your body. And just resting there for a moment. So now we bring our arms in cactus arms. The feet are a little bit separated. And then we're going to do it sequence by sequence. So listen carefully, you don't need to see. So your forehead is on the floor. Mine is not on the floor because you need to be able to hear me. And if I speak with my mouth down, then you won't be able to hear. Okay, so now slowly, without pressing on the left hand, just lift the right arm a few inches up. Not too much, just a few inches. Feel gravity Feel the weight of gravity, feel the work that the arm has to do to just do this really small movement, and then bring it down. Now inhale the left arm up and keep it up, breathing normally, and feel without pressing on the right arm, and feel the work that the body has to do to just lift one arm up. So where are you feeling it? So keeping the forehead on the floor, lift both arms up. And then just bring the elbows back a little bit towards each other, and then back to the original position. So just move the elbow a little bit towards each other. So you're trying to get the elbows to touch you. You won't be able to, it's nowhere near, but it's just that movement. And then coming back to the original position. And then bring both arms down and relax. So now we're going to do the legs one at a time. So without pressing on the right leg, so elongate the left side of the leg first, and then lift that left leg up without putting any weight on the right side. It could be that you don't lift the left leg a lot at all, and that's fine. Feeling the work. So if you've put a bit of weight on your right thigh, just let that go. And then bring that leg down. So now elongate the right leg, just lift it up without putting any weight on the left thigh. And then bring it down. And now we'll lift both legs up, keeping the forehead on the floor. Lift both legs up. It could be that they don't go up very much, and that's okay. And then bring it down. Now this time we'll lift everything up, including the head. So you keep looking down, you lift the forehead from the floor, keep the arms in cactus arms, and lift the legs up, lift the arms up, looking down. So if you can close your eyes, you can close your eyes and breathe in this position. Breathe. If you need to come down, you can come down and then come back up again. For those of you who are happy, just holding the position, making sure the back of the neck is relaxed. Holding the position, feeling the work in the body, keeping the mind within the body. And then bring the body down, and then come into a resting position. So you can bend one leg and then just come down and resting for a few moments. Or you can do what we did before, which is make a pillow with your hands and relax your forehead down there. You choose. Take a few resting breaths. Sometimes you can feel that the back exercises get the heart rate up a little bit, so just relaxing here. And then when you're ready, coming up into standing knees. So facing the long side of your mat. So we do this quite a lot. So when you're ready, bring one leg to the side, whichever leg. So I've got my right one and my right arm on top. So once you're in this position, so making sure your knees underneath the hip and everything is in line. So here, the heel, the foot is on the floor if you can. If you can't, then that's fine. If it's okay for you, then stay here. Feel the stretch in that right leg here, the extended leg, and then the upper body is nice and straight. Lift your opposite arm, so left arm up. And then exhale, bending in the direction of the leg that's outstretched. So staying here and breathing. So I'm not going forward like so. I'm staying up. It doesn't matter where your hand up, upper hand and arm go. And there's not much weight on my right hand here. It's just there because there's nowhere else for it to go. Relax the neck and enjoy the openness in the upper body here and the work in the leg as well. And where you feel a bit of tension, you can direct the breath there and let it go and relax a little bit more into it, perhaps. So if you think you've gone a bit too much, you can adjust and readjust your position. So staying in the pose and breathing, and then coming back to the original position and then exhaling the arms down. Okay, so now we're going to do the opposite side. So bringing that leg back here and then outstretch the opposite leg. So keeping the left arm here and then elongate your body. This might feel quite different. And then when you're ready, inhale the right or the opposite arm to the leg that's out, up, and then exhale, bending in the direction of that outstretched leg. So keeping the upper body nice and open. So it doesn't matter how far down we go or how far up, but what I want is this nice openness in the upper body. So the body feels open, it breathes more naturally. And then you might feel something around here as well. If this is too much for you, you can just adjust your position a little bit, but try to keep that outstretched leg straight if you can. So in these positions, we try and keep the eyes open because it's a bit of a balance as well. And when our eyes are closed, it's quite difficult to balance. So we stay here with the eyes open this time. And then inhale back up and then exhale, hands to the side. And then bringing that leg in front of us and then coming up into a standing position. If you need your hand to come up, use your hand to come up. Okay, so we will now do a few poses, a few standing poses, and we'll get ready when you are. So in the standing position, make sure your feet are hip distance. To know your hip distance, bring your heel to the arch of the opposite foot and then rotate. That gives you hip distance there. So we'll stay here for a moment, tug the pelvis under, and then we'll do a few stretches. So inhale, exhale the palms together. Inhale, arms up to the side. And then turn the palms facing you, coming down slowly. Let the body hang. Bring the back of the hands together. Inhale, up. Bring the arms up. Then exhale to one side. Inhale, center. Exhale to the other side. And inhale back to center. And exhale here and relax. So we'll do that a few more times. So inhale, exhale the palms together. Inhale up. So if you don't want to lift your arms up, you can just go a little bit of a back bend. So you can be in cactus arms here, or the arms can be back. So when the arms are back here, if you haven't got any problem with your shoulders, you can feel that nice openness. But if the shoulders are a problem today, then keep them in cactus arms. All we want here is a little bit of a back bend. And then with an exhalation coming down, bring your palms facing you. Let the body flow down slowly and let it hang. Bring the back of the palms up, trace a line in the midline, inhaling up. And now inhale up, exhale to one side, inhale center, exhale opposite side, inhale center, and exhale back to the start point. So we'll do that a few more times. So inhale, exhale the palms together. Inhale up. So you can really open your chest here if you've got no problem, but then just relax the upper back. So there is no pressure there. Exhale, palms facing you, coming down, just fluid. Bring the back of the hands together, coming up with a round back. And then inhale, arms up, exhale, one side. Inhale, center. Exhale, other side. Inhale, center. Exhale, back to the starting point. So you do one in your own time, in your own way, without any instruction. And if you get it wrong, it's absolutely no problem. The idea is to move, and the idea is to try and remember these sequences. Doesn't matter what you do, just give it a go. Just following your body, listening to your body, and move however way your body wants you to move. And when you're done, coming into Shitila Dandasana, which is the legs a little bit apart, the arms to the side, palms facing the middle of the room, and relaxing and standing for a moment or two. So we'll do a couple of balance poses. So if you want to kind of come and face this side of your mat. So we're going to do the aeroplane pose. So make sure if you want to stretch your arms later on, make sure you've got a little bit of room. Sometimes people like to do this not on the mat so that it's sometimes easier to balance on the floor. So you can choose what works for you. So it's just the aeroplane pose, or sometimes I call it the angel pose. So bringing your hands in prayer. So you can fix a point either on the side or on the floor even, and then come on the tip of your right toes, and then slide the right toes back in a straight line. And then when you're there, you can just pivot the body forward a little bit, and then you can just try and keep that right big toe off the floor. Now just staying here with the body in a nice straight line. And then if you can carry on, you can keep pivoting the body. The right leg might float up and you can stay here. Or if you like, you can outstretch your arms, but making sure the hips are in line and not one too high, much higher than the other. So staying here, focusing that point on the floor. It's quite helpful in balance poses. And then while you're still in balance, coming back to the center. And we'll do the same thing to the other side. So this time, coming on top of your left toes, taking your time here, elongate yourself, hands in prayer at the heart center, and then bring that, come on the tip of the toes, and then you can just lift that leg here and just balance like this. And this is challenging enough. You can use the wall a little bit to just help you go forward a little bit. But if you feel balance is okay for you tonight, you can keep going, keep going, keep going until your body is kind of parallel in a teeth shape. You can open your arms if you like. You can flex your feet. So making sure the hips are not too, they need to be in one line if possible. And then slowly coming back to the center and taking a moment and relaxing. Okay, so another balance pose. So this time, just a one that we do quite a lot. So interlace your fingers, bring them on your head. And then, so make sure your feet are plugged onto the floor with all the corners of the feet. So inhale, turn the palms going up, come on the tip of your toes. And then with the exhalation, coming down slowly. Couple more. Inhale up. And then exhale. 2 more. Inhale up. And then making the descent quite smooth as well with the exhalation. And so the last time we go up, we stay here and breathe in this position. So if the arms are a problem, you can keep the arms on the head or even on the hips. So just see what works for your body today in case of any shoulder issues. So tip of your toes. It depends on you how high you want to go. And then slowly coming down and just shaking the legs. Okay, so now we'll come down onto the floor and we'll sit down and do just a small twist while sitting down. So any position, so if you want to sit on a cushion or something, that's absolutely fine. Okay. So wherever you want to sit, that's okay. If you want to sit in Vajrasana as well, which is like this, you can. Or if cross legs is more comfortable for you, or a chair. So we're going to be here for a little while. So if you want a chair, then that's a great idea. So before we do a breathing exercise, we'll just do a twist. So bringing your right hand onto your left knee, and then bringing that left arm back. Elongate the body, inhale, looking up, and then exhale, turning a little bit. So not too much weight on either hands. And here, just breathing. So feel the length in the spine and the twist. So this is something that's quite easy to do. You can do it on your work chair as well in the day. So imagine that I'm behind you. I'm asking you to inhale, going up, elongate the spine, and then exhale. You can twist a little bit more if the body invites you, or otherwise just stay there. So remember, not too much weight in the hands. The arms are just there. Breathing, if you feel good about closing your eyes, close your eyes. Feel the various sensations in the body. Now, yoga practice, we try and quieten the mind. We try and leave the mind here, present in the class. Sometimes it wanders, and when it does, we congratulate ourselves on noticing, and then gently asking it to come back to the body, to the class. And then coming slowly back to the center. You just need to turn a little bit. And then we'll do the same on the other side. So left hand on the right, knee, elongate the spine, and then bringing the right arm back. Then you can feel that one side might feel very different to the other, and that's okay. So if you feel you can twist a little bit more, you can breathe in, elongate, and then breathing out, go a little bit more. But only if the body invites you. So we never force the body, but if the body wants to go a little bit, it will go. It will, and then you just take the opportunity. Close the eyes, it feels good. Feeling the twist. Long spine. And then coming back to the center. And then we're going to do a little bit of breathing exercises. So we're going to do simple alternate nostril breathing today with no retention. So if you're used to doing retention on your own, then please go ahead and do it. But I will teach without retention. So bringing your left hand in Chin Mudra with your thumb and forefinger touching, and then the right hand in Vishnu Mudra, which means the index finger and the middle finger turn into the palm, and the thumb goes on the right nostril, and the ring finger goes onto the left nostril. So basically, we're just using these two fingers to open and close the nostril. But when we do that, we just close the nostril very gently. We don't kind of really press. It's just a gentle and gentle. Okay, so we close the left nostril. The right nostril with the thumb, and we breathe out through the left. And now breathe in through the left. So this is where the round starts, breathing in through the left. Close the left nostril, block it, and then breathe out through the right nostril. Breathing in through the right nostril, and exhaling through the left. So that's one round. So we carry on, inhale through the left. Slowly and silently block that nostril. Exhale through the right. Slowly, silently. Inhale through the right. And exhale through the left. So I'll talk through one more and then you're on your own. So inhale left. Close the left. Exhale right. Inhale right. And exhale left. So that's the third round. So carry on a few more rounds on your own. And I will just give a few pointers as we keep on doing this. So when you're doing this, make sure you're not making any noise with your nostrils. So we don't want this kind of noise. We just want it to be completely silent. Nobody must hear how you're breathing, unless obviously you've got a cold, in which case things are slightly different. If you've got a cold, if your nose are blocked, then you can do the practice mentally. And So when you are breathing in and out, make sure your eyes are gently closed. There's no tension in the face. Make sure you're not closing your nostril too hard. So it's just very gentle movement. Relax the shoulders. The spine is nice and straight. So keeping your posture nice and straight. Chest open. Slow movement. And if you want to hold on the breath for a little bit, you can, but only if you're used to it and if it feels natural. If you try and hold the breath when you're not ready for it, it kind of blocks the naris inside and it makes things worse for you. So only do retention if you are used to it. So we're not counting anything, we're just inhaling and exhaling. If you want to inhale and then hold, retain for a few seconds and then exhale if it feels good. So focusing on the inhalation and exhalation, noticing the point where the inhalation becomes the exhalation and the exhalation becomes the inhalation. Before that happens, there is a little pause. So bringing your attention to that pause, so breathing it when you're breathing in. And then before that becomes the exhalation, there is a quick pause there, noticing that pause, exhaling. So face relaxed, hold the nose very lightly, relax the shoulders down. A few more breaths in your own time. When you're ready, well, the round that you're on, finishing it, and we finish by breathing out through the left nostril. So when you've finished, bring both hands down and keep your eyes closed. And just observe the effect of the practice on your body. So this is a balancing exercise. It balances the right hemisphere and the left hemisphere of the brain. And it brings calm to the body and the mind. Breath should feel nice and smooth at this point. And then when you're ready, you can lie down for the final relaxation. So making yourself very comfortable. So you might need a blanket these days, socks, cardigan, and make sure you're warm enough for the next 11 minutes or so. So we're going to do a lying down relaxation and making sure you're comfortable. If you need to bend your knees, if you need to put cushions underneath your knees, if you need a cushion under your head. So we're not here for too long. So I will start in a few moments, so making sure you're completely relaxed. Eyes are gently closed and a little bit of room between the arms and the armpit. The body is completely relaxed, palms facing up. So at this point, let the body sink into the floor, feeling completely relaxed. Now, make a resolve. Say to yourself that you will not sleep. And also, if you've got your own resolve, state it now with emphasis, feeling, and conviction. So, bringing your attention to the various parts of the body. So, bringing your attention to the feet, both feet, relaxing the feet. Bringing your attention to the ankles, relaxing the ankles. To the shins and calves, shins and calves. Knees and kneecaps, knees and kneecaps. Thighs, thighs, relaxed. Hips and buttocks, relaxed. Hips and buttocks, relaxed. The lower body is relaxed. The lower body is relaxed. The lower body is completely relaxed. Relaxing the abdomen. Abdomen is relaxed. Relaxing the chest. The chest is relaxed. Relaxing the back, the lower back, middle back, and upper back. The entire back is relaxed. Relaxing the hands, the fingers, all the fingers are relaxed. Relaxing the palms of the hands. Relaxing the back of the hands. The hands are completely relaxed. Relaxing the wrist. Relaxing the wrist. The wrists are relaxed. Relaxing the arms, forearms, upper arms, elbows, forearms, upper arms, elbows. Relaxing the shoulders and shoulder blades. Shoulders and shoulder blades are relaxed. Upper body is relaxed. Upper body is completely relaxed. Relaxing the neck. The neck is relaxed. Relaxing the jaw. Relaxing the jaw. Jaw is relaxed. Relaxing the mouth. The tongue is released from the upper palate. The mouth and tongue are relaxed. Room between the lower teeth, upper teeth. Mouth, teeth relaxed. Cheeks are relaxed. Cheeks are relaxed. Nostrils relaxed. Nose, nostrils relaxed. Upper lips, lower lips relaxed. Gently closed. The eyes are relaxed. Eyes, eyeballs, eyelids, eyelashes. Eyes, eyeballs, eyelids, eyelashes. Completely relaxed. The forehead is relaxed. Completely relaxed. Temples relaxed. The head is relaxed. The scalp is relaxed. Head and scalp relaxed. So now concentrate on your left hand. Imagine it is shining full of energy. Inhale slowly and feel this light coming to your wrist. The wrist shines. Thyroid shines. And exhale, concentrating on the body. Inhale the point of light in the thyroid, and exhale, concentrating on your right hand and letting that light flow out, go out of your right hand. So now inhale the light from the right hand. The right wrist shines, thyroid shines. Exhale, thyroid shines. Inhale, bringing that energy to one point at the throat center. Concentrate on the left hand, purifying the left side. So once again, the same thing. So inhale through the left hand, the light shines, the wrist shines, thyroid shines. Exhale, concentrating on the point at your throat. Exhale, concentrating at your throat. Inhale that light at the throat. And then exhale through the right hands. Everything that you do not need in the body goes out through the right. Inhale through the right hands, the shining light. The light comes to your wrist, the wrist shines. Thyroid shines. Exhaling, concentrating on the thyroid again, or the throat area. Inhale, joining that light in one point at the throat. Exhaling through the left hand. And just stopping here for a moment. So now imagine that light at your left foot. That light comes in, your foot shines, your ankle shines, your knee shines, your left hip shines. It goes up to the shoulders, and your shoulders shine. And the light goes to the point between the eyebrows. Inhale that light at one point at the eyebrow center. Exhale the light through the head, feeling the light in the whole head area. Inhale that light to one point back at the eyebrow center, and exhaling it through the right side of the body, through the shoulder, the right side, through the legs, and anything that you don't need goes out in a smoke through the right toes. Imagine the light at the right toes coming into the feet shine, energize the left heel, ankle, knee, the left side of the body, thighs, upper body, arms, and shoulder shines, bringing that light to the point between the eyebrows. Exhale the whole light in the head, bringing that light to one point at the eyebrow center, and exhaling through the left side of the body, and everything that you don't need evaporating in thin air, and the body feeling completely energized. So for a moment, just let go of that practice and feel the energy in the body, the light in the body that has energized you at all levels. Every cell is lit up, every cell is feeling energized. Now bringing your attention back to your resolve, repeating your resolve 3 times, the same resolve that you began the class with. And now imagining your position on the mat, imagining the room you're in, imagining everyone else in the class. And the practice is now over. So taking your time, do not rush. When you're ready, you can come up into a sitting position, but you can keep your eyes closed if it's possible to do so. So the attention remains within. And now bringing the hands to the heart center in the sitting position. And then we're going to imagine light around us when we chant Om. So we've worked quite a lot with light today. As the nights have drawn in and it's got a bit darker. So we're just energizing our practice with a bit of light from within. So we will inhale, bring the arms up. And then when we exhale, chanting Om, we visualize a protective light around us to get us through the week and to protect us and to keep us lit up. So inhale, so hands at prayer at the heart center in prayer position. Inhale up. Om. Two more times. Om. 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 Om Asato Ma Satgamaya Tamaso Ma Jyotirgamaya Mrityorma Mritam Gamaya. And the English bit. Lead us from real, unreal to real. Lead us from darkness to the light. Lead us from mortality to immortality. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. So thank you very much for joining me today.